Hey, good morning. Well, the sun is supposed to come out today. I went for a drive this morning to check all of our fields in the heavy land, and we're still pretty tacky. I'm hopeful that we can get going here soon. It's getting a little on the stressful side. It'd be nice to get our wheat in. With that being said, we are getting our corn in, and Peter's just getting going across the road here with the strip tiller. So while he's getting that ready to get going, me and Dylan have been feeding the cows. These ones out of pasture. They look awesome. They're doing really, really good. I wish they were all out on this ground. Yeah, some of them they're getting pretty big already, so pretty happy with the calf crop. Calves are looking good for the most part. And we've got a couple back at my place. This is still needing to calve out. But all right, we have found some drier fields. This is where our silage corn is going to be going, and we're doing 80 acres this year. More cows, we'll need more feed. We don't really want to run out, so last year we did 60 acres, and this year we plan on doing 80. This field is looking really good. We combined this with our 12-row Drago, and it is not a chopping header, so this is finding it worked actually really good, or it's working really good for the strip tilling. But the sun is out today, and hopefully we can crush some acres here. It's been a little bit hard on the head when closer to my house. A lot of the neighbors have been hammering off a lot of acres, but up north, closer to Darrow, where a lot of our wheat is going, those fields are still pretty wet and hardly anybody's going up there. So it's hard to watch the neighbors going when then you can't, but that's how it goes. I'm hoping that I can try. Right now I'm just doing this while Peter goes and grabs a bite to eat, and then I'm hoping to go try seeding it this afternoon. Darrow's going to come in here and hopefully get that planter rolling and crush some more acres.
It hasn't germinated yet.
Not totally shocked that was seeded yesterday, about 12 hours ago in fact. So day 2 yesterday was much more successful than day 1. Honestly, don't know what happened, but the unit was working good, so gonna take it for what it is and enjoy it. That being said, today I have another thing I've got to deal with. Right towards the end, I was having trouble with my section control not working. And what I noticed very quickly is that my air pressure on my little air compressor was not going up. So I need to verify, but I'm thinking our little compressor might be pooched. But to verify that, I will just need to make sure we got power to it. And assuming we do, then that is the problem. Okay, so we got 12 volts to there, so we know the power here is good. The only other thing it could be is all of a sudden my pressure switch here doesn't work. So we got, what this happens is when the pressure gets to a certain height, it cuts it off, so which is good. So now all I gotta do is if I go here, and where's my ground? I have to do that differently. Okay. What I have done is, if I short circuit that pressure thing, I can get the compressor working. So, story short is the compressor itself is not bad. It's this little guy right here. So I'll have to, we'll see if I can find me one of them.
Hello folks, today is Wednesday. I'm back in the strip town. Today is a beautiful day. We're working on this 120 acre piece. I've been having a few plugs so far in this field. A few issues, had to clean off the rollers again. There's rollers in the very back there where it feeds out that the corn blend. If they're not clean, yeah, your rates can get all over town, so you don't want that. Yeah.
Why? It's been a while, it seems like. Hopefully it starts. Alright, I've done some more checking. Sun's been out for about 3 hours-ish, 2-3 hours, and it's amazing how much happier I am, and how much it's already dried up just in that time. So driven across the fields a little bit, the fields are firmer, it's like the frost has let go, ground is warm. I'm really hoping it's time to hammer down some wheat. Peter is giving her pretty good in that Orthman. Daryl's gonna get that corn planter going again. And right now the bottleneck over there is that Orthman's got to keep going to keep in front of the planter. So irregardless, the planter, getting the corn in, that shouldn't take us a whole lot, barring breakdowns, but 2 or 3 good days and we should be done the corn. Hopefully. So hopefully by the weekend, it's Wednesday afternoon, and hopefully by the weekend we have all of our wheat in, all of our corn in, and we're just down to beans and canola. And then we're sitting very good. So yeah, let's hope this works, because that would be awesome. So I tried seeding this field last week, and I did about 16 acres, but I was having lots of problems. It just wasn't wanting to work right. So we're gonna dig around here, but I'm guessing that wheat is, I'm gonna guess it's sprouted pretty good. Right there. You see a whole bunch of them. Right there, lots of roots. So, and since it's been sitting a while, hoping the fertilizer, everything is good, I'm gonna just check my boots and then give this a try. So the issues I was having was this thing was pushing mud, and then it just wasn't wanting to, I don't know, wasn't wanting to work right. And in the past with this unit, I've typically, if the ground is crusted, I'm good to go. But that's not the case. That wasn't the case. So, like I said, I'm hoping that frost is out of the ground and we can travel. Well, it was going pretty good. And then I had to do an adjustment on the scraper and I broke a bolt. And I don't have one. And of course it happens on the very far end of the field, so I got a mile-long drive back to the truck, and then I got to go back to the shop and grab one of those bolts. It's a 2-inch long, half-inch bolt. Anyway, it broke and it holds my scraper in place. So yeah, I've got to go get one of those, and hopefully it's not that hard of a fix, just more of a inconvenience because I don't have one on me. So yeah, we are now sitting just close to 50 acres down on this quarter. So if I can get this going, I'm hopeful that I can finish it. But yeah, the sun is out and things are drying up, and that is awesome.
I thought I was going to, but this is exactly what we're doing. So now if I go like this, in theory, I'll plug that baby in, it should work. And it goes. Except now we gotta tighten it up. That is success. Okay. Then I think that problem got fixed even easier and quicker than I thought. So I'll throw this in there. But I told you, before the tractor's warmed up, we'd be ready to go. Okay, so tractor's still warming up. That fix went really quick. But this is what I was running into last night. Is I was running into muddier stuff, so I was starting to get a lot more buildup in my tires, which I don't like, so that's why I quit. I could have finished, but just take a bit of time to clean this out, and then go finish this field off.
I gotta take the disc off in order to get at the bolt, to be able to put the bolt in that I need. Alright, we're gonna give this another go. Took longer to get the bolt than it did to fix it.
Okay, so we got to the next field here. This field is different than the last one. Last one we were putting corn onto soybean stubble, so there was not a whole lot of trash. There was probably more corn stubble from 2 years ago than there was actually soybean stubble. So here we've got corn stubble though, and from last year we're going corn on corn. And for the most part, the way I'm set up, we are removing the trash out of the way, which is good. Depth. Forgot my handy dandy little tool, but I'm gonna guess I'm right in that 1.75 to 2. So that's good. What I'm not liking is if I move up ahead, normally my trash whips do get rid of everything. We do not want what they call hairpinning. Yeah, there's lots of stubble now. Let's see where we're at here. Where is this seed? This is exercising futility the way I'm doing that. There it is. Well, that's nice. I'm thinking I may have to though push my trash whips down just ever so slightly. And yet here they're working really nice. I don't want to go too much because then it makes too much of a hill, but you definitely want it enough that the corn's not sitting on top. So these here are we call them yetters or trash whips. What they do is spin the stuff off to the side and yeah, and just clear it out of the way. So I'm going to lower them from here down to here, give us about 1 inch is what I'm looking for. Yeah, so it's not the most pleasant of jobs. So I'm going to make a decision here because I don't even know if that's the right depth. So instead of doing all 24, I did 12. I'm going to drive a little ways, see whether I like the difference before I go into the rest of them, or maybe I got to do more. I do like this better. I'll go back to seeing what depth we're at. There it is. Definitely going to be deep enough. Yeah, we're about 2 1/4. So that's good. I'll push that little guy back in. Yeah, I think I like that. Might be ridging it a bit more than I'd care for, but you got to get that trash out of there.
Okay, so today, or this evening, we are strip tilling broken ground. This was all grassland last year, and we worked the crap out of everything. So now we're strip tilling it, but there's still lumps of sod in there. But hopefully next year, during this year, it'll break down, and next year it'll be a bit more broken down, I guess. Well, it's going good. Doing an alright job, I guess. I guess Daryl will have a furrow here to seed into.
As you can see, the sun is disappearing on me. And there's two things that I learned real quick here this evening. And that is, I'm not enjoying loading seed bags as much as I used to. That being number one. And second of all, moving those yetters up and down, it's a good way to waste an hour. So it took me about an hour to put the yetters up and another half hour to an hour to put the seed bags in. So compared to doing a tote which takes 5 minutes, that took a while. And I'm going to be sore. So anyway, long story short, that is first world problems. And I'm hoping to get everything opened up, headlands done and up and down, so at least I'm ready for the morning. So we've got the silage corn is now in.
Well, we just about did it. I've got 3 passes left and this field will be done, but there's a wet spot right there and I'm not doing that last pass in the dark because I really don't feel like getting stuck. So I'd rather do that in the daylight. But we had an interesting day. I had lots of little hiccups, things that have been going wrong that I typically don't have. Just with gangs plugging on me. I think I've got things dialed in, but I don't. Every time I think it's there, another one pops up. But most of my issues have been. I checked my scrapers in the beginning of the year and I thought they were pretty good, but that's my issue. My scrapers against the disc, some of them just aren't quite close enough, and when we are in muddy conditions, that's the first thing that shows for weakness. So when we were doing all the oats, I never had a whole lot of issues because it wasn't quite as muddy. We've had over 2 inches of rain since then, so fields are soft, so that's what's starting to show. I throw a new scraper on. Typically that solves the issue. 2 passes later, another one shows up. So I think we're going to be good now. I hope we're going to be good. If not, it's going to be close. But yeah, fields are soft. We are dusting, but yeah, this field, we'll see how it comes up because it was an interesting one. Okay, well, that's a wrap for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's a better day tomorrow. Daryl had some issues also with the planter. I think he's got that thing dialed in, I'm hoping. And Bob Peter just keeps plugging away. He keeps on hammering some acres off, and that's the bottleneck for the planter, as long as the planter doesn't have any breakdowns. But anyway, hope things are better tomorrow. I keep on planning, putting wheat in, and we'll see what we can get done. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have yourself a good one.